Welcome to Statesman.com and another edition of the High School Blitz. I'm Danny Davis. This is Rick Cantu. Rick, we're underway in the postseason. We are marching towards NRG Stadium in Houston for the state championship games, but before we get there, we had to kind of talk about the bi-district round. What's one thing you learned in the first round of the playoffs?
One thing I learned that Coach Chris Jones of Giddings has one of the most amazing teams in the area, 11-0, and this is somewhat of a surprise. They are a combined 16-16 in the previous 3 years. But Coach Jones's son, Kyle Jones, 33 touchdowns and only 3 interceptions this year. One of the best quarterbacks in Central Texas. If he can improve from his foot injury, apparently he suffered a few weeks ago, I think they've got a shot to make it that far all the way to the state.
Yeah, that 11-0 schedule, that wasn't against cupcakes. 10 of the teams on their schedule reached the playoffs, so that's pretty impressive out there in Giddings. Well, I learned, we've talked a little bit about Vandergrift in the newspaper and online. They suffered a pretty bad loss a couple of weeks ago when Paxton Stagina had a head injury. Found out this past week and he won't be back this season, and he's an all-Central Texas receiver. But I think Vandergrift's going to be all right. They still have Travis Brandon in the backfield, and he's less than 100 yards shy of 2,000 yards. This past week against Cedar Creek, 196 yards, 3 touchdowns, didn't even play after the first quarter. So the offense, which is averaging under 47 points a game, it's still humming. Alex Fernandez has 4 or 5 touchdown passes, 5 touchdown games this season, and Culver Sumner, Sean Denny, Parker Osley, they need to step up. But Vandergrift, with the bracket kind of broke right for them over these next couple weeks. So I think that Vandergrift, they'll be fine. Expect to see them in the state quarterfinals. One game ball.
I'm going to give my game ball to Matt Snow, the quarterback from Vista Ridge. All he did the other day was 400 exactly total yards of offense, 294 on the ground. They defeat Reagan 44-27. He's actually been an outstanding player a couple of years now, and he's one of the best our quarterbacks in the area. Matt Snow gets my gamer.
I'm going to take my game ball. I'm going to throw it out to Gerald, Texas. Tony Brown, quarterback out there. He's an Army commit. He's been in Gerald forever. Seems like this may be his 10th varsity season, but it may actually only be his 4th. But they only threw actually 2 times this past week in their bi-district game, but he rushed a lot, picked up 356 rushing yards, scored 5 times, a 47-25 win over May Pearl. It is actually their first playoff win since 2000, and they are 11-0 right now, so I'm sure the fans in Gerald are very excited. Tony Brown was his 5th 200-yard game this season. Only one team's held him under 100 yards, and he's just had a spectacular year, kind of flown under the radar a little bit, but I expect he's going to be in the All-Central Texas conversation when we're all set, everything's said and done.
Absolutely. We're going to the Army. Very cool.
All right, those are our game balls. That's what we learned this week. Check back with us later in the week, and we'll be previewing the area round.